Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of
Steed. Step.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
You gotta get some decent cheers in here, man. What's this shit made out of, anyway?
Steel?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you should get it welded better in the corners.
I have 7 female wives. Go to my Instagram.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
It's a show. Here we go, Chubstep.
Don't fall asleep
Oh,
in this episode.
Hey, don't reveal it yet.
Okay, sorry,
something-
too soon.
Yeah, I got something to go over.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so I'm at the gas station. Or no, I'm at Arby's. I was at Arby's. My bad. Not at the gas station. I'm in Arby's. I go into the drive-through line. There's like 6 cars in the drive-through line. Big day for Arby's. Car behind me.
Huge for them.
Meth head starts walking up, holding a brand new gas can. And I'm like, oh shit, meth head with a gas can. They're gonna ask everybody for money. They walk directly up to my car, come up to my window, hold the gas can up, and I didn't roll my window down. I just shook my head no. Like, I'm not giving you money for meth. Can't have my gas neither. And then he's just like, it was actually a girl, but she's like, what the fuck? And then like walks away. Like leaves the whole Arby's. Doesn't ask anybody for gas.
Now, Steve, what would have happened if you would have literally like gone over to the gas station? Was there a gas station close by, I guess is the question.
Yeah, there was one nearby.
So you said, all right, let's walk over here. I'm going to fill this up for you.
She would have drank it.
Yeah. Yeah, that could happen.
No, they always just go, no, I'll just take, I'll just fill it up
just
with
need
gas.
the gas. Yeah. Specifically remember this outside of, there's a really shitty gas station. It was a really bad part of Milwaukee, and I had to go to this gas station. I don't know why I went. It was like the closest one to campus. And I went there, and I remember this guy comes up to me, and he's like, hey, yeah, I ran out of gas. I need a little money for gas. And then I'm like, yeah, sorry, I don't have any cash on me. And he's like, oh, you got a really nice car here. And I'm like, it was like this is my brother's like 1997 Lexus SC. And this was in, 2014. And I'm like, this car's 30 years old. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I just need just need a pack of smokes. I'm like, I thought you needed gas. I like called him out on it. And then he walked away. But yeah, it's the same. You're right, Steve. They just need the money for
I'm
drugs.
wondering why they walked up to my car. What did I do to deserve that?
I guess you didn't see what the people look like in front of you or behind you, right?
They had similar levels of cars. This was an Arby's.
Maybe it's not the car. It's maybe
that's
what
a fine
the person,
establishment.
Maybe it's what the people look like inside the car. Maybe it had less to do with the car.
I may have been wearing like a nice shirt. I think I had a collar on.
There you go. That's something. And maybe she found you physically attractive and thought that'd be a good icebreaker.
There was
a meet cute. How did you guys meet? Oh, I actually was smoking meth and was needed gas, and he was in the drive-through line at Arby's. It's a good meet cute.
I should have offered something like that, But yeah, I'm not going to give you gas, but how about a lobster dinner? What do you think about that, girl?
Yeah.
This is what your life
cute?
would be like every night for a meth head. Like she was clearly early on in the meth,
Okay, yeah.
She's still feeling it.
Yeah. What's I'm saying? So like think about this great redemption story. This person who's, an addict comes up, you offer gas, but really you offer her a new chance at life. Right? And the two of you end up together.
I don't think I trust leaving her alone in my apartment.
While you're starting that quick, you guys are moving that quick?
I'm assuming she doesn't have a house.
Well, I'm just saying, like, presuming that she's going to be at your apartment like overnight on the first date here. I was just talking about, you were talking about lobster dinner. You're immediately assuming you guys are going back to your place after?
We're going back to my place. She's going to take a shower. First thing. Okay. Actually, we might go there before dinner. just so she can get cleaned up a little bit.
See, now
Then
you're making a lot of assumptions, dude. You gotta
I
take her the way she is, and
she was
after if she
dirty.
wants to change, if she wants to change after a couple of years, that's a different scenario. But I don't know. You're rushing into things with this.
I don't think I'm rushing into things. I just
Okay.
want her to clean up nice. We're going out for lobster. I'm allergic. I can't eat it, but she can eat it. So this is for
Okay.
her. I'm doing everything for
You're
her right
right.
off the
You just
bat.
want to see somebody else enjoy lobster.
Yeah. So am I a bad guy that
No,
this
I
all
don't think
went through
so.
my head when
No.
I was shaking my head? No, get the fuck out of my face.
I mean, I picture like a movie where one scene you're shaking your head no, and then it's like flash forward to you guys, yeah, your lobster dinner and all this kind of stuff, little bald kids and stuff later on. And
Uh,
but then it flashes back and she just keeps walking by after you shake your head no.
yep. I'm okay with
Bad.
that. I'm okay with
Yeah.
that turnout.
Okay. Okay. What could have been? What could have been? Yeah, and then you went to the March Madness games, right? You were into some of those?
Yeah, I'm a big basketball guy.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. I like how the balls bounce. I think that's a
Yep.
fun addition to
The
like
color?
I like the color. Actually, I did compliment one of they had a ball is like such a pure basketball orange. And with my friends I was with, I was like, guys, wow, look at that basketball. That orange is so
Yeah.
beautiful. One of
Yeah.
them's colorblind, so he couldn't appreciate it.
Okay.
He didn't even know what team's cheering sections were. We had High Point right below us, and
Hmm.
he's like, oh, these people are getting loud, and I'm like, that's High Point. They're all wearing purple. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's blind. He's legally
Yeah.
blind.
That's very sad. That's very sad. Yeah, he can't see colors.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, there wasn't enough of the like the super small schools that made a big run this year because I was like hearing about these schools that have like a high school gymnasium that make it to the, Final
Yeah, it's
Four or
just like
Elite Eight
some
or something.
guys.
Yeah. The only thing I heard is that um High Point is like super high class, if you will.
Oh, they were classy out there.
Were they? Everybody's in suits?
There was a lot of guys in suits. Apparently, there was like a jersey giveaway, so they all had like High Point jerseys on.
Okay.
So I didn't get to wear one, but we bet a total of like freaking 500, $600 on High Point to win. They blew it. So that sucked.
Yeah, that does suck. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. Um,
Yeah.
that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Uh
yeah, it was fun watching the young men out there. I was booing them at
he
certain
has
points.
somebody has to be doing that.
I
Yeah.
was booing the other team, and then I realized like I'm booing a 18-year-old right now. I got to stop booing them. So I was booing like the refs and the coaches.
There you go. Yes. The
No,
peers, your peers, if you will.
yeah, exactly. So because I felt bad.
Yeah, at what age are you too old to boo the players? I agree, Steve. It does seem odd when you're double their age to be booing them.
But
Um,
then Matt made a good point. They're getting paid now.
Good point. So they can take a
So
little heat.
I think I did start rebooing them. You're
Yeah.
making $1 million. You're gonna listen to what I have to say. We're in the top row. So
Yes.
so we were in like with the High Point fans.
Hmm.
And then we were like, let's just move up because we didn't want to sit near a bunch of people. So we were in the standing section. There was a little bar for us to put our drinks on,
Nice.
put your hot dogs down.
Yep.
I only ate one
Dip the
hot
hot dogs
dog.
in the drinks.
Yeah. And then that's it. And then High Point lost. Everybody was sad. Uh, we went to a karaoke bar.
Hmm.
There was a woman with one eye and one arm, and she kept telling us that we were too handsome or too pretty to be friends with each other.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Look at
kept
that.
complimenting us.
So you've had some run-ins with the ladies recently.
Yeah, it's been going pretty good.
You're
It's
getting
been
pretty
going
pretty picky choosy over there though.
going pretty good. I
At
know. I
old
mean,
Vancouver.
it's between somebody that's going to force me to go to like a protest,
Hmm.
which they just had this weekend. I mean, they seem kind of fun, but I don't want to stand on a bridge all day,
Yep.
um, with signs. So that's out.
Yep.
Girls with really bad sleeves. I call it the
Hmm.
Portland sleeve. Um,
What's the
It's just
nasty?
this all these girls out here, they have sleeves down one arm and they're just super shitty. Like they look horrible.
Wait, so like the other side has no sleeve, or it has like a
No
shorter
sleeve. It's
sleeve?
always it's no, it's one arm of tattoos.
Oh, sleeve of tattoos. Okay, I'm picturing like a basketball shooter when sometimes they have like an actual sleeve on.
That's how dumb it looks. Where they need one arm warm and they're just always these shitty like they just look like shit.
The bad tattoos.
It's bad tattoos
Yeah,
and they all get them because everyone's unique.
everyone's
So they
unique,
get
so
this they go out
they
and
do
get
the
the same
exact same
exact tattoo.
tattoo. Yeah, yeah. People can listen to our Chubstep tattoo episode a few episodes back. Check that out with Chubstep Nava. Steed, how about some sleep here?
Okay.
Sleep talk.
Kashu, Kashu,
Sleepy, sleepy,
Kashu,
sleepy, sleepy,
Kashu.
sleepy.
I'm so sleepy.
Are
I
you
love sleep. I
sleepy
love
yet?
sleeping. Are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna ASMR it? I'm gonna lick your toes while you're sleeping. I'm gonna put one whole big toe right in my mouth, and I'm just gonna drag my tongue across the sole of your foot, and I don't know who's gonna like it more, me or you. Okay, that was ASMR.
Does ASMR sleeping or some toe fetish thing?
Oh, you could hear that?
Oh shit, sorry.
Could you hear that?
Disregard that, disregard that.
Sorry, I didn't think anybody could hear that.
Perfect. Yeah, people love a good ASMR. Yeah, I used to be a big sleep guy. I used to be a big sleep guy. I used to be a big fan of that. I enjoy a good sleep when I can. It doesn't happen anymore. Stereotypically, um, I'm somebody who needed 8 hours, always got 8 hours, and then my psycho son decides that he hates sleep, and it almost never happens anymore.
Hmm.
2 years in, he still just doesn't want to sleep. So, and I think that actually some little discovery I made here, Steve, actually adds up to that as to why that might be. It's something interesting. This guy found this out in the 1990s. A guy named Roger Eckrich. Eckrich? Roger Eckrich.
Eckerd.
You heard about
Eckerd.
this guy?
Ekirk.
Anyway, he was reading some old just documents like you do, some old court documents, and somebody mentioned something, a girl named Jean Rolland mentioned she woke up from her first sleep. He's like, what does this first sleep mean? Did you hear about this whole thing, Steve?
I had no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, perfect. So first sleep, like why would somebody have a first sleep? Well, I mean, that implies there's more than one sleep, right? And so typically, unless you're a baby or something, you're sleeping whatever time you go to sleep until whatever time you wake up, and it's one solid sleep, ideally, right? That's best case scenario.
Hmm.
So this guy spent now a bunch of time and he's like, what is this first sleep thing? It's just a one-off thing. And he finds 500 references of a first sleep and a second sleep between different diaries, medical texts, court records, ballads, and literature across all the continents and basically the medieval times when people basically were starting to write stuff down. So they had a couple different names for it. They were in foreign languages, so I'm not gonna get into those.
Yeah.
But essentially, here's how it worked. Typically, and this happened before the 1700s, this is the kind of stuff that would happen. So basically, people would go to sleep around when it got dark. So maybe you'd go to sleep around 8 or 9.
In the summer, yeah.
No, no, this was okay. Yeah, you're right. So your winter might have
Winter
been earlier.
time, 5 p.m.
Might have been earlier. Correct, correct. Might have been earlier. So they'd do that, and then they'd go to sleep for about 4 hours.
Hmm.
And then people would wake up, and you'd be up for 1 to 2 hours. And what would people do during that time, Steve?
Probably tend the sheep.
Tend the sheep. That's actually exactly what they do. They'd like, yeah, do farm
Hmm.
stuff, visit the neighbors, maybe have a little nightcap with the neighbors.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be really fun.
Exactly. Hey, yeah, we're doing
Hey, you up? Of course
yeah,
I'm up.
yeah, what's up, bro? Pray. Good time to pray.
Yeah, it's a good time to pray.
And then this is like a lot of people would have intercourse, Steve. There's a lot of time, a lot of medical records would say, hey, this is the best time because it's still nighttime. It's like, hey, sexy time,
Oh,
but you just got 4 hours of rest in, so you're feeling a little
you're
fresh.
ready. You're limber.
Yes, you're ready, you're limber. Also, people weren't getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because this was the middle of the night. You're already up. You're on the bathroom then. Go sleep the rest
Whoa.
of your 4 hours. So, um, apparently this was a like a supernatural thing that people that just humans did, basically until the invention of the street light,
Oh,
the gas lamp and
because
the street light.
the lights get in your apartment
Well, so
and
what
you're
basically
too
happened is,
tired.
well, it wasn't just that. It was basically that because you had lights keeping streets active, then people are like, all right, it's safer to stay outside later and stuff like so people are just staying up later, is essentially what it was. Now because we have lights out there, I don't have to go to bed when it's dark. I can actually, go to a bar or I can, stay up late. I've got, especially as lights became inside the house and, people got, things like that. The city was alive. Picture New York City right now, Steve. Everybody's still up. Everybody's still
So,
popping right now.
so I lost two sleeps experiences because of street lamps.
That's what they think did this.
Burn them down.
So, and then part of that, so then what ended up happening is then the Industrial Revolution comes in and they basically put people into shift work, right? So most people are working your standard, 9 to 5 type of thing. Or I guess if you were early Industrial Revolution, it's probably like a 14-hour work week where you, or 40-hour
Yeah, it'd be
work day
like
where you're, yeah,
six to 10 p.m.
exactly. And then, but yeah, exactly. That you're sleeping in that time in between. And then the alarm clock came up, school scheduled, kids have school at a certain time. So things were kind of built in and like society started building specific time frames around things. And then what made sense is that people would go to bed later, get up, whatever time to get up, but it's basically one block of sleep. You can't spread that sleep out as much because of just the schedule of the world now. So here's what basically my son likes to wake up every night around 4 a.m.
Okay. Does he go to
And
bed at midnight?
he goes to bed around see, yeah, I mean he goes to bed around 9 or 10.
Oh,
But
too
he wakes
early.
up at, yeah, I know,
Keep
I
him
know.
up late.
So and then he wakes up at 4, stays up for a little bit, and then goes back to sleep till like 8:30. So he's on this like two sleep thing
Well, if you had
normally.
a sheep flock, he could tend to the sheep
Exactly.
flock.
And that's actually what I was trying to get to. I was thinking about getting into sheepery.
Yeah.
And
And
I would
you
just,
could use
and
the wool for his mattress.
exactly. I was short on wool. That has been what's stopping me from
Everybody's
getting into a
short
bigger
on
bed.
wool.
So I was thinking, yeah, instead of like trying to break this habit that he's in, which I've been trying to do for 2 years, is to just enforce it, like encourage it, I should say. I try and encourage it and just
Yeah.
get some sheep. And then he tends to that.
Yeah. And you got to get on that schedule too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because think about how much you get done in that 2 hours.
I mean, to me, that would be like, hey, we're playing some Call of Duty. Or we're playing some Battlefield or stuff.
Yeah. Hell
Like
yeah.
that'd
Hop
be a good
on.
video game time, whatever. That'd be perfect. They do, hey, let me go back to sleep. Or yeah, I'd like I'm trying to think of other things, like a 2 hour time frame where everybody only up for 2 hours. There's a lot of fun stuff you could do during that time if
Yeah. You
everybody
like
else is up.
play Scrabble. I don't
Yeah,
know. Go grab a quick burger.
perfect.
Go get a burger. Then you don't need breakfast. You already
Yeah.
ate
Yeah.
your morning burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Places, because I'm assuming places would also be open, right? There's people places that would open up
Oh,
during
yeah.
that.
Open from 2 to 4
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah. Taco Bell would love this.
They would. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Oh, good.
Isn't that something? I'm on to cigars now. Yeah, I'm onto a 5-year plan. I eliminated the cigarettes, then I go to cigars, then I go to pipes, then I go to chewing tobacco, then I'm onto that nicotine gum.
Good.
Yeah.
What are you sleeping on, Steve? What's on your mind here, sleep
what am I
wise?
sleeping on? Okay.
Yeah.
I found some sleep disorders.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go through some sleep
Yeah.
disorders real quick. Then we're going to go into some sleep
Okay.
crimes.
Yeah, I got some of those too.
Okay. So let's see. One of the fun ones that I found is called confusional arousals.
Mm.
They named it this, not because you wake up with a boner, but you wake up confused. So when you're
Mm.
aroused, they're talking about like when you wake up or something.
Yeah.
You just wake up and you have no idea what's going on for like up to an hour.
Oh, so not just like, yeah, because a lot of times you wake up and for like 10 seconds, you're like, whoa, like where am I? That kind of thing.
Yeah, I
But
do
this is
that all the
like,
time. I'm like,
yeah,
how did I get here?
Yeah.
No, but you can like literally people can like talk to you and then you just kind of stare at them and you're like, ugh. You like turn back into a baby or somebody that's like really drunk.
Oh, great. Oh my God.
Yeah. Um, you can have, the classic insomnias, narcolepsy,
Yeah,
whatever. You fall asleep and crash your car. But my favorite is sleepwalking. Have you ever
that's a good one.
sleepwalked? Are you a sleepwalker?
No, never sleepwalked. I don't know if I've ever met anybody that sleepwalks.
I don't think it's real.
I it does seem kind of bullshit to me too.
Yeah.
I think like it's something that television invented for good plot in like one episode of a series.
I know. And apparently you can walk around and like do stuff
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're just asleep. Apparently it's 1 to 1.5% of adults.
Okay. But okay, here's the deal. If you were to ask a television show though,
75%.
75% of the people are writers in TV shows and the other 70 the other 25% are sleepwalkers.
Yeah. Very common plot point, but
Yeah.
there's something called the sleepwalking defense. And this has been
Yes.
used a couple times.
Yeah, I saw this.
So I didn't check any of these to see if they're real, but there's a couple cases where people have used
It's
this
real. It's real.
and they're hilarious.
Well,
So
hilarious. It's hilarious. What's hilarious is how ridiculous it is. It's not hilarious
yeah,
for the people
sorry,
that
I'm gonna
die.
get
Yeah. Let's be
crazy
clear about
comments
this.
on YouTube. No, well, this one I can say it's hilarious because it happened in 1846.
Okay, there you go.
So this guy was Albert Terrell. He was acquitted in the murder of a prostitute in Boston. Uh, he slit her throat, almost decapitating her, set fire to the brothel, and then fled New Orleans. His lawyer said he was a chronic sleepwalker and perhaps committed the crime while he was asleep. The jury agreed and found him not guilty.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we,
I
what's,
yeah, no, so this has happened a couple times. Did you have some of these other cases too? I can bring them up
oh
if
yeah,
not. Yeah.
I got a bunch of them. This one's, wait, let me make sure. Yeah, this one's funny because of one thing. This one is 1870s too. So he fell asleep in a Kentucky hotel at the lobby, and then some guy tries to wake him up, a porter. I don't know what a porter is. So he tries to wake him up. The guy who's sleeping draws his gun and shoots him 3 times. The man who was being shot apparently was repeatedly yelling, "Hoo-wee, hoo-wee." So somebody tries to wake him up. He just whips his gun out and starts shooting, going, "Hoo-wee, hoo-wee, hoo-wee." Um, Found guilty of manslaughter on this one and
Okay.
then reversed on appeal. Apparently, this guy had a history of sleepwalking, um, and evidence was excluded. They didn't show the evidence about his
Good.
history of sleepwalking and the fact that he had been sleep deprived. So, if
Okay.
you are going to murder somebody, make sure you're sleepy beforehand. It's worked once, it might work again.
Yeah. No, it happens a bunch. I don't know if you saw the one with Kenneth Parks, 1987. This one's odd. I'm just going to say this one's weird. He was 23 years old, married, was a father. He had a gambling problem, embezzled $28,000 from his employer. Not a great guy.
Yeah.
But he was close with his family, and they called him the Gentle Giant. I guess
Oh,
that
yeah.
was until this day on May 24th, 1987, where he got up, drove 23 kilometers, and this is kilometers because we're in Ontario here, Canada, and
Nobody
enters the
knows what a
house of
kilometer is.
his, yeah, enters the house of his in-laws, basically kills both of his in-laws, strangles them, beats the other one to death, and then drove to the nearest police station and covered in blood and said, I think I've just killed two people,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think.
claiming he had no memory of it, couldn't even feel the cuts on his hands. And they did like different, studies on his brain and found that they were consistent with sleepwalking and that he had a documented history of this. He had no motive because everybody said he was super close with the in-laws. and he was acquitted of all charges.
Hmm.
Didn't get in trouble.
I mean, eh,
I,
I don't know the law,
I,
but
I,
to me it seems like he should be in trouble.
yes, I'm sorry. Like the sleepwalking things. Yeah.
Also, if your sleepwalking is such a problem that you murder several people, well, how
What's
can you
the
be trusted?
exactly?
What if you fall
That's
asleep at the park and you wake up and you're just in a bloodbath?
I see. That's the problem. Like, if you don't like this guy, what's stopping him from just sleepwalking again? Okay, let's say he didn't consciously do this. If he unconsciously can kill people, then he needs to be literally. Then you need to when he's sleeping, he needs to have handcuffs down to his bed or
You got to
something.
chain him up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been
sleeps in a
good. Like,
coffin like a
yeah,
vampire
vampire.
or
That
something.
would be that. I mean, that would be cool.
That should be the punishment. I mean, I also think you should probably go to jail still. Either way.
I think you should be in jail.
Yeah.
God, man, a lot of these are brutal.
Yeah. Well, that's all of them are. Yeah. Would you have
Like,
another
why are
one?
these people so violent? Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 15. This guy, they went to Catalina Island. You've been there, right?
My dad has been there a bunch of times. He's worked out of Catalina Island a few times.
Okay.
I've
Well,
seen it. I've seen it from a boat. I've not been on Catalina Island.
in 2001, a guy smashed his wife's head with a flower pot, then dislocated her arm, punctured her with a plastic fork,
Hmm.
broke her wrist, ribs, jaw, facial bones, and skull while wielding a pocket knife. He left three gaping stab wounds on the back of her neck, and then told police, he had no idea, but he had some flashbacks, and he thought he was in a scuffle with a male intruder.
Yeah.
He told he had also had a really good defense. Um, he was a commercial fisherman, and he told police that the knife wounds on his wife's neck were nearly identical to those that fishermen used to kill sharks. Hmm. The old random fisherman defense.
Yeah.
The
I
classic sleepwalking fight with a random fisherman defense.
yeah, God.
For,
Like I just don't get how these guys don't just get like how the jury isn't just like these are insane. This is where you only hear the end result, like the beginning and the end, so you don't hear what's going on in the courtroom. But like these lawyers must have been like so good to convince the jury that it's okay that they killed somebody while sleepwalking.
yeah, so this guy did go to jail.
Okay, well that's good.
But yeah, there was also an incident where he broke into her apartment with a knife and told her he was going to gut someone like a fish.
Of course.
So and then
Yeah.
he kind of screwed himself with the fisherman shark wound
Yeah.
defense there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Uh, one, I guess, positive thing for the strangers, 2004, an Australian woman was her sleepwalking thing was going around and sleeping with strangers.
Oh, that's rough.
She had claiming she had no memory of it. She was in a relationship.
Okay. I'm not buying that.
Noticed her leaving at night. The guy partner noticed her leaving at night. I'm good. Yeah, I'm to
I'm
say
not buying that one.
my wife goes ahead and starts to. I'm like, yeah,
Wait, so I mean, but based on everything I've heard on sleepwalking and all these defenses, it's like quick. It's like you wake up, you bash somebody as much as you possibly can with like whatever's near you, and then you go back to sleep.
well, not necessarily. I mean, this one that the one we did earlier, guy drove 23 kilometers.
Well, he was asleep. He probably fell asleep
Yes.
when he got there.
No, they said he didn't have any recollection of even leaving his house.
Um, Wait, which one was this? Parks?
This is Kenneth Parks.
Oh yeah, he rose from bed. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not buying the extended sleepwalking.
I,
Like if you can sleepwalk, go out to a bar and then like bang somebody and then you wake up and you're like, "Oh, not again."
I don't know. I mean, one point is just your real life because that's ridiculous.
That's a I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna start documenting a history of me being a sleepwalker.
Yeah.
So You heard it here first. I sleepwalk nightly, and sometimes I make it all the way um, to Seattle. It's like 60 miles
Yeah.
from here.
I also would like it on the record that I am a sleepwalker. So anything that happens during the nighttime, I don't know, between midnight and let's say 7 a.m., you cannot hold me accountable
I
legally.
sometimes I sleep during the day too.
I also will sleep anytime that I want. So if I anything that I do, I have a history of it
Yep,
legally.
it's a legal history now.
And now we have audio, and if you can go to the transcription, we have this in
Disregard
writing
the rest
also.
of this. The rest of this is not fair use unless you listen to
This is
6,000
on the
ads.
record. This is on the record.
Yeah, in court. Oh God,
Yeah,
I'm
it's part of
screwed
the
when
record.
this plays in court. I'm screwed.
Steve, one of the things you didn't bring up, one of the sleeping issues is called fatal familial insomnia. Do you know about FFI?
Yeah, it's when you I I don't know.
It's a prion disease. Prion disease.
No.
Prion disease. So what it is it's this guy was basically like this is 1983. His name was Silvano. What was his name?
Oh, mamma
He was on a
mia.
cruise ship. He was dancing with his partner. His shirt became completely soaked in sweat,
Okay.
and he saw that his pupils had shrunk to tiny pinpricks, tiny little pupils.
Okay,
He
so
knew that what
exotic.
was happening because his father had died from it. Two of his sisters had died from it.
Wait,
Several
what?
cousins, several people in his family had died from this. His family called it a family curse. But what it was, as I mentioned, fatal familial insomnia. What it does is it basically is a thing that just you can never really fall asleep. Like you start losing the ability to fall asleep, and you die within a 8 to 9 month um,
What?
time period of you getting this.
You just die?
So stage one, progressive insomnia, panic attacks, phobias, you get less and less sleep, but you still technically get some sleep. About 5 months in, hallucinations, panic attacks. A couple more months in total insomnia. And then, yeah, once it's all done, longest record survival is 3 years after you get this.
Oh my God. Is that
Seven,
modern? Even in the modern days?
yes. So there are roughly 50 to 60 families worldwide carrying the FFI gene as of 1998. I don't know why that's the
Jeez,
most recent thing I have.
we gotta
Um,
stop those bloodlines.
well, exactly. You can take a genetic test to find out if you have the thing. One man diagnosed with FFI in 2006 tried everything, therapy, meditation, stimulants, hypnotics, sensory deprivation to sleep. Um, but he died anyway.
What about just like heroin?
Yeah, I don't know if he tried how hard of drugs he tried.
Like would
He
that
he
make you
wrote a
sleep?
book. He did all this stuff. It's basically just what happens is okay. It's in the same category as the mad cow disease.
Oh shit.
It's a misfolded protein that accumulates in the thalamus, the part of the brain that controls the sleep-awake cycle. The thalamus breaks. You cannot compensate for broken thalamus by using any other part of your brain. So, um, yeah, it's hereditary. If your parent has it, a child has a 50% chance of inheriting it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I don't think I have kids.
If
Why would you
you,
have kids to doom them?
I think that's pretty shitty. Yeah, I think if you know that's in your family, and of course, this seems like it happens later in life,
It's
so
just
that's why people can have
adopt a
kids and then
kid.
not realize it. I think the right thing to do is not. I would agree. You're setting up like just multiple people. Even if you get 50% chance is too much of a risk.
That's way too high.
Yeah.
That's too. I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
Unless I'm playing roulette, then I'm taking that all day.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Oh my God. Well, now tonight when I can't fall asleep, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, I've got the thing.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
But I'm pretty sure I could find a mad scientist doctor that would drill into my brain.
Oh yeah. I mean, you get somebody to mess with your brain, sure, but
You said it
it
was
doesn't
too
mean
many
it's going to get it
proteins
better.
in your brain, which like easy, problem solved, drill them out.
Yeah. Get rid of them. Dig them out. Get them out.
Yeah, well, maybe with a syringe or something. You syringe them out.
Yeah. Steve, did you have anything on people that try to stay awake for long periods of time?
Yeah,
Voluntarily, not involuntary.
voluntary. I found the one guy. I'm sure you found too.
Yeah.
Bruce McAllister. Oh wait,
Oh, I
it's
didn't do
Randy Gardner and Bruce
Randy Gardner is who
McAllister.
I have. Yeah, Randy Gardner.
Yeah, the that idiot part of a school science fair project
Yes.
because some Stanford University sleep researcher who was like a professor over there and just a psychopath wanted to see what happened. So he got a 17-year-old kid to stay awake for 11 days and 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
So, okay, well, I heard the story slightly different. The end result is the same, but what I heard is that Randy Gardner heard about a DJ who had stayed awake for 260 hours straight. So then he wants to beat it. And then as he was doing this, trying to beat this record, then the Stanford sleep researcher found out about it and started conducting the test on the guy
oh
while
my
he stayed
God.
awake for a bunch of time. Either way, the result's the same. This happened in the 60s, 1963. Kid was
Yeah.
17. All right, continue with the story, Steve.
Yeah,
So,
I mean he started going kind of crazy after like 3 days, so he lasted a pretty long time.
yeah.
Then he started having hallucinations, like could not concentrate on anything. He was really starting to break down, and they just kept him up
Yeah.
for another week,
Yeah.
which is insane. And then after it was done, he only slept for 14 hours. And then he woke
That's
up and he was like, fine.
yeah, it was a total of 11 days. And it's yeah, they were like the funny thing is on the last day, they're asking him, can you count backwards from 100 by sevens? And he gets to 65 and he stops and they said, what happened? Why'd you stop? He says, I forgot what I was doing.
Oh
So like that's the point where he's at. Uh,
my God.
it's like this guy was just tortured. Here's the most ridiculous thing about this. It gets broken like a month later.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. Finnish dock worker name, Tommy Silvo,
Okay, he seems
276
like
hours.
that's
Yeah.
easy.
Um,
There was another guy too that broke it recently, but the Guinness Book of World Records doesn't allow it anymore
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it can lead to like, health problems. So so they shut it down, but it's been broken even more times.
Yeah, they don't want to encourage it for for people.
The longest I've went or the most sleep deprived I've been,
Yep.
it was a week of 4 hours of sleep
Oh,
into 3 days where between the 3 days I got 2 hours of sleep.
okay.
So
Yeah.
within 72 hours, the total sleep time was 2 hours.
Okay.
Already
Yes.
being sleep deprived, and then going back into sleep deprivation after that. And during the 3 days, I was, when I was awake, I
Yeah.
was pretty grumpy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was if those were the guys that made me do that thing, I would have just gone into extreme rage mode.
What was your rationale for what caused that? Why did you do that?
Stupid army
Oh, army stuff.
making me
Yeah.
drive around the desert,
Yeah.
making me stay awake.
So did you
Making
have a
me all
weapon on
mad.
you when this was happening?
There's, yeah, big one.
Yeah, you were in the Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, to be like, yeah, here, you guys get super irritable with a
Oh my
massive
God.
weapon.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would not fare well for those poor Iranian soldiers out there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
When it go or the friendly soldiers, you don't want to be you don't want to be
You
anywhere
don't want to
near
be
that.
anywhere near.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, mine was slightly more than that seat. It was when my son was born, it was like a emergency type of thing, and he was sleeping. I think we between like 6 and 7 hours broken sleep the first 3 days. But similar, yeah. But
That's
I was just
more.
in one room.
That's actually triple the amount of sleep I had.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Triple the amount, and I was just in one room, so I wasn't like having to drive around to do anything. I was
You're
just
in one room? That would make me crazier, actually.
well, yeah. I mean, I got to watch March Madness stuff that was going on.
People treat kids, you got to learn when to just put the kid in a different room and take a nap. I'm going to
Well,
write a parenting book that
they
says the kid's going to be fine.
they kept taking him out, and they'd be like, "Oh, you guys get some sleep," and then somebody else would come in to like check on my wife.
Oh,
They'd be like, they'd put the do not disturb thing, and it'd be like 30 minutes, and somebody else would come in, and you'd be like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
what is
What are you
the?
billing us by the visit?
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
ridiculous. Like there's no coordination. It really was. That was annoying. Um, yeah, that's the no sleep. I can't imagine why this. Like, if I was this kid testing this, trying this thing, I agree. See, I would have been like 2 or 3 days in. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
When I start hallucinating, hey, if I'm hallucinating, friends, tell me to go to sleep. Like, he thought he was a running back at one point.
I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
He's living his dreams out.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're like, well, I kind of want to see where this goes. If I say you hallucinated, maybe I would have kind of want to hear. I would record it for the podcast, but
Yeah, if there was like a guy from Stanford there being like, "No, he's fine.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
totally fine." I mean,
Yes. Yeah. What other things you want to get to before we wrap it up? I mean, the sleep, there's so much stuff,
yeah.
with sleep.
Um, I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's uh a couple just super quick animal ones then, Steve. There's
Oh
some
yeah.
interesting people know about like some of these animal ones that, a lot of people know these. There's a few of these ones that are kind of crazy. Um, one of them is penguins. Let me find the penguin one.
Okay, but while you find that, I
Oh,
watched a 12-minute long YouTube video about a squirrel that climbed into a little squirrel
yeah.
thing with a camera, and it had like little hay on the bottom, and he
Yeah.
just went to sleep. It was
Oh, that
raining
is cute.
outside, and he like was so cute. He went in there
Yeah.
and like cleaned his little tail off, and
Yeah.
then for 12 minutes, I just watched a squirrel sleep in a box.
There you go. Here's two extremes. Giraffe sleep 30 minutes per day in 5-minute bursts.
So why do we need sleep?
Well, here's the opposite.
They're
Koalas.
fighting, dude. Giraffes are fighting for their goddamn life
I
every day.
know. I know. Well, I think that's why they said they don't, they don't like actually lay down. Koalas 22 hours per day because apparently they eat
Jesus.
like no
Oh yeah, they get no
calories.
nutrition.
Yeah.
They eat those
It's so,
stupid leaves. Koalas are
yeah.
so dumb.
It's such a stupid animal. Eucalyptus leaves is what it is. Has almost no calories. It's like eating
Yeah,
celery or
just eat
something.
something else.
Yeah.
Eat a different thing, koala.
Yeah.
Big dumb
So
idiot.
there's these there's these ones that are chinstrap penguins, and they sleep for a total of 11 hours, but it's in 10,000 micro sleeps that are in like
Oh
four
my
second
God.
increments.
What is that? How does that?
They just do a 4 second sleep and then wake up.
Where am I? What if one of those
It's
had the
literally what
sleep
it is.
confusion
That's
thing? So he
literally what
goes,
it is.
he like passes out, and then he's just like,
Yes.
oh shit, and starts
Yes.
attacking all the other penguins.
Yes.
God, that's brutal.
Oh my God. Then there's these type of birds called swifts, and they fly continuously for 10 months of the year. And they fall asleep. They'll glide and fall asleep while they're
Or just be like,
gliding and then wake back up. Yeah.
oh, then you wake up and there's like a cliff face in
Yes.
front of you.
I'm sure a lot of them die from that way.
God,
But
that would
there's a lot, just some ridiculous sleep stuff with all this. But Calvin Coolidge used to sleep 11 hours a night. President Calvin Coolidge.
whoa. I saw a thing that said if you sleep more than 9 hours every night, it means you have a sleep disorder or a health issue.
Yeah. Well,
So
I don't know.
I don't know. I would love to sleep 9 hours every night.
He would and then he also took a 2 to 4 hour nap in the afternoon.
Okay, that's a lot. Well, he
In
was
bed,
busy though.
typically in bed by 10, and then sometimes napped after lunch until 4 p.m.
Okay, when was he working? He's supposed to be doing president stuff.
I know. I
He's got
know.
like 2 hours of work done a day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. There's so many things. Um, yeah, I don't know. Again, I could keep going. There's sleepless, it's crazy. But
It is.
again, on the record, we sleepwalk.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
We sleepwalk big time.
Yeah.
I'm sleepwalking right now.
That's right. All right, people, email the show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. Find us on YouTube, Chubstep Podcast. Share the episode with a friend. Send us a topic if you want to have us deep dive on something else, do a little Chubstep, whatever on something else. That's it. I gotta go to sleep, Steve.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Good night, choppers.
Good night. show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.